Canaries in the morning, orchestras in the afternoon, balloons at night. That is a difference, at least, from nightingales, Jehovah, and the great sea worm. The air is not so elemental, nor the earth so near. But the sustenance of the wilderness does not sustain us in the metropoles. Life is an old casino in a park. The bills of the swans are flat upon the ground. A most desolate wind has chilled Rouge-Fatima, and a grand decadence settles down like cold. The Swans. Before the bills of the swans fell flat upon the ground, and before the chronicle of affected homage foxed so many books, they warded the blank waters of the lakes and island canopies which were entailed to that casino. Long before the rain swept through its boarded windows, and the leaves filled its encrusted fountains, they arrayed the twilights of the mythy Guba Khan. The centuries of excellence to be rose out of promise and became the soothe of trombones floating in the trees. The toil of thought evoked a peace eccentric to the eye and tinkling to the ear. Gruff drums could beat, yet not alarm the populace. The indolent progressions of the swans made earth come right, a peanut parody for peanut people. And Sarena Myth, conceiving from its perfect plenitude, lusty as June, more fruitful than the weeks of ripest summer, always lingering to touch again the hottest bloom, to strike once more the longest resonance, to cap the clearest woman with apt weed, to mount the thickest man on thickest stallion back, this urgent, competent, Sarena Myth passed like a circus. Politic man ordained imagination as the fateful sin. Grandmother and her basket full of pears must be the crux for our compendia. That's world enough, and more, if one includes her daughters to the peached and ivory wench for whom the towers are built. The burgher's breast, and not a delicate ether star impaled, must be the place for prodigy, unless prodigious things are tricks. The world is not the bauble of the sleepless, nor a word that should import a universal pith to Cuba. Jot these milky matters down, they nourish Jupiters. Their casual pap will drop like sweetness in the empty nights, when too great rhapsody is left annulled, and liquorish prayer provokes new sweats. So, life is an old casino in a wood. Is the function of the poet here mere sound, subtler than the ornatest prophecy to stuff the ear? It causes him to make his infinite repetition and alloys of pick of ebon, pick of Halcyon. It weights him with nice logic for the prim. As part of nature, he is part of us. His rarities are ours. May they be fit and reconcile us to ourselves in those true reconcilings, dark, pacific words, and the adroiter harmonies of their fall. Close the cantina, hood the chandelier. The moonlight is not yellow, but a white that silences the ever faithful town. How pale and how possessed a night it is, how full of exhalations of the sea. All this is older than its oldest hymn, has no more meaning than tomorrow's bread. But let the poet on his balcony speak, and the sleepers in their sleep shall move, waken and watch the moonlight on their floors. This may be benediction, sepulchre, and epitaph. It may, however, be an incantation that the moon defines by mere example opulently clear. And the old casino likewise may define an infinite incantation of ourselves in the grand decadence of the perished swans.